Mm. Always get the thumbs up. The Fall Guy. Look, I've been seeing this trailer for a while. Everyone has. The reactions coming out were really good for the movie. I didn't do a reaction last night, by the way. I was with my girlfriend. We saw it. We took her car, and she doesn't like to be on camera, and I never push that issue. Never push someone to try to be a part of something that you're doing if they're uncomfortable with being on camera or something like that. Never do that. That's that's a bad way to try to do a relationship. But no. So I didn't do a reaction last night, but so what did I think of the movie? The movie's about as fun as it looks. Now, I say that if you don't think it looks fun, that's up to you. But if you think it looks fun, it's as fun as it looks. This is just a fun, good time at the movies. It is a true love letter to stunt work and stunt performers, the people who take all the hits. It's based off an existing TV series. They even have the original guy in there. I won't say where he is, but it's a good little cameo. It's just a fun time, man. You know for a fact that all the stunts they're doing are real stunts. Gosling is doing a surprising amount of those stunts too. It's actually very impressive, some of the stuff he's doing. What's the story though? What is the actual story of it? We have Colt something or other. Jody's Emily Blunt's character. He is the stunt double for an arrogant a-hole actor played by Craven. Oh God. Kick-ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson. There we go. Aaron Taylor Johnson. He gets into an accident at one point, and he's ruined his relationship with Emily Blunt. He's on his own. Well, I guess they just pull him back in. He meets his old friend played by oh God, M'Baku, something Duke. Why am I blanking on his name? Is it not Fred Dukes? That's the Blob. Fall Guy. Hold on. What's his name? It's blanking. I'm blanking on it. Where Winston Duke. That's his name. I knew Duke was in there. Winston Duke. I love Winston Duke. I love seeing him show up in anything. I don't know, because I first got, like a lot of people, it was M'Baku from Black Panther. I first got introduced to him, and then I'm just like, I love this guy. I want to see more Winston Duke, man. And got to see Winston Duke, and he gets some good scenes. There's a running joke where he keeps quoting movies to Ryan Gosling, and I the first time I hear him say it, and he says, how dare you quote that movie to me? I can't believe you use that movie against me. And I'm like, I'm trying to guess the movie too. But yeah, and obviously, as you see in the trailer, things kind of go awry. There's a dead body involved. People are trying to kill him. Why? What's going on? And that's the mystery of the movie. Now, I will say right up front, it's kind of easy to predict who's in on what's going on if you're watching it for more than, 20 minutes. And when you see some of these characters and the way they act, you're like, okay, that makes complete sense. Oh, okay. All right, we're doing this, whatever. But it all is just in good fun. It's the movie's just got a real good, almost like meta awareness of itself, which I like. Ryan Gosling is that perfect, charming. He's the good looking. He's like the pretty boy everyman, if you will. Like, he's got great comedic timing, but he can kind of just slide into any movie, and he's so good in this movie. Like, he's got that great like dead sarcasm, comedic tone drops. He's got he's physically fit, and he's in great shape, and he does the stunts that he's doing. He does well. He does very well. My girlfriend pointed out, like, wait. So they got the stunt guy for the stunt guy who is the stunt guy for the actor. It's like, wait, so the actor is a stunt guy who's played by an actor, and that actor is a stunt guy. It's like, oh God, this is like Inception levels. Emily Blunt is very just charming. You buy that relationship. This movie doesn't work if you don't buy the relationship between Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling, and you buy it. These two are so adorable together. And I'm almost like, I don't want Emily Blunt and John Krasinski to break up. I don't want Ryan Gosling, and I believe he's married to Eva Mendes, and Eva Mendes to break up. But if it happened and they got together, I wouldn't be sad. It's like, that's how cute they are together. They really are adorable together. She's got some great moments too. There's a scene where he meets or has to sneak into her her trailer to tell her that he's okay. And I'm not going to say what happens, but you're a little so taken back, like, oh, okay, this is all right, cool. All the side characters are great. Like I said, Winston Duke, love seeing him in anything. The action sequences are all really fun. There's some great love letters to movies. I said this to my girlfriend, though. There are movies being made within movies in certain films that are like about making movies. For example, I go to this all the time. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that there's a Western, like Leonardo DiCaprio is working on a Western in that movie. And we see scenes being made of that movie in that movie. We see that in here too with Metal Storm, which is like when the Dune music kicked in for that. Me and my girlfriend were rolling. We're just like, oh, come on. And I'm so glad Space Cowboy got to be included in something other than Battle of the Stars. But seriously, Space Cowboy, oh God. That's the Aaron Taylor Johnson character, Space Cowboy. Well, that's this movie character. But I commented to her, I'm like, there are movies in movies that I want to actually watch. I harking back to what I just said. That Western that I'm filming in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I want to watch that. That looked like a cool movie. This looked like something Zack Snyder would do for Rebel Moon 3. Visually beautiful. Emotionally very vacant. And like, oh God. Just, so much gold. So much gold. So, yeah. Like I said, the comedy is great in this film. It really, like, it's one of those movies where it's got some good belly laughs, but at the same time, you're just kind of laughing along with it. Like you're laughing, and you're just like you're having time, and every once in a while, a huge belly laugh happens, and we're just rolling, just like that. That's what. Like, there's a point where he goes to a club and they give him a drink, and the after effects of that drink are lingering for like 2 scenes later. So that's pretty funny. The callbacks to other films are really funny as well, are really done very well. It's just, again, it's a love letter to actual stunt performing in general. I just appreciate that, because I mean, I love the Marvel films. I love John Wick. I love a good action film, but those films can't work if the stunt people aren't there. Hell, even basic stunts, like if you're into watching a hard-hitting drama and there's a car accident, they still have stunt performers on doing that car accident. So it's one of those jobs that is in almost every movie you see. Now, would I say this is a perfect film? No. If I were to actually say something that I did notice, and I heard about this before, I was waiting to see if it would kick in for me, and it kind of did. Because I had heard the movie just is kind of too long. Like, let me see, where does this movie actually clock in on a time frame in terms of how long it is? It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, which really isn't that long. And let me put it this way: it's not that it feels like it's going on for too long per se, but it just feels like scenes are going on longer than they should be. I think that's what it is. I think there's plenty of, and like, there's plot points where we're like, okay, we're wrapping up the film. Okay, no, we're wrapping up the film. Okay, I guess we're going to be wrapping up the film. No, it feels like 3 different scenes are where the film should kind of be starting to wrap up a bit, and it still goes on a while. So I'm not saying any of the key scenes should be taken out, but they could have been edited down a little bit, maybe. Or cut some things out here or there, or I don't know. There's like a montage during some filming you maybe could have chopped down. I don't know. Something about it just feels like the scenes go on for just a little too long, but then the next scene starts and it's very enjoyable and funny and engaging. And it's not every scene. I should know, it's not every scene. But it is at least 1 or 2 that seem to feel like they're going on for a bit longer than they should. You know what? I can tell you one scene right now that you could have cut down quite a bit, because it really, in the grand scheme of things, it is only to give Ryan Gosling information of where Aaron Taylor Johnson is at a club. It's the scene in the trailer you see where he's getting attacked with the woman with the sword, when you find out all the context of what's going on in that scene, there's actually no point to that except for a fun action piece. So if anything, maybe that scene could have been cut down by a good couple minutes. And then, the movie would have just been clocking in just at 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes, you could have, I think, found 5 minutes to shave off here. And again, this is not me busting the movie's balls or anything. Like I said at the beginning, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed this movie very much. It's a good film. It's a good time. This is a summer movie that you got to go see and watch. This is just a fun time. But, fair, constructive criticism, I think, is always good. And I think this is just some constructive criticism on my part. And that's not to say if I wouldn't watch this movie again. Oh, no, when it's out on streaming, I'm sure me and my dad are going to watch again for movie night, because I'm sure my dad will love this film, or at least have a good time with it. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. What do you think? Did we get any trailers? Yes, we did. What did we get? We got that If trailer. Not really. It's a different trailer. It was 15 seconds or 20 seconds. It's coming out, I think, next week. So makes sense. We're not going to be getting that much of a trailer anymore. That's a good question. Actually, let me just pull up the trailers for the end of the year here. And not that one. I want bookmarks. There's my bookmarks. Where is there? 2024 movie release schedule. Okay, hold on one second. Because I still got to get a new notebook to write down the trailers. All right, what other trailers did I get real quick here? Nope, not there. Let's see here. We didn't get Grown Out. Well, we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, not a long trailer for it, mind you, but we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which, yeah, that just looks good. Did we get? Oh no, yeah, we got Quiet Place. Day one. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I want to see that movie, but because I love the first two, but they need a new trailer. I'm done with that trailer. It's lost any appeal punch it had. Furiosa, the Mad Max saga, we got that definitely, and I'm definitely gonna be at that. I do wonder if it might be a little too late for it. I mean, probably not, but it's been what? Almost 10 years? I'm just wondering if it's maybe too little, not enough, too little, too late. We got Kinds of Kindness. Let me see what the synopsis says about this. It's got Emma Roberts, Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Willem Dafoe, a bunch of other actors who I'm not as familiar with. Let's see. What's the title? Following a man without choice who tries to take control of his own life, a policeman who alarmed that his wife is missing at sea has returned and seems a different person. A woman determined to find a specific someone with a special ability who is destined to become a prodigious spiritual leader. Okay, so it's like, I guess it's kind of an anthology story, but where they're like all probably going to be like intersecting with each other, kind of like a Pulp Fiction kind of thing. Interesting. We got a new trailer for Twisters, and me and my girlfriend agreed that's a much better trailer than the last one. I like that. That was I liked the first trailer. But this is a good trailer. And then Fly Me to the Moon, based off the real events of the the space race, and how they had to advertise NASA and sell the moon. So yeah, those are all the trailers we got. And now I did say I was going to try to see Tarot. I'm not going to go see Tarot. It's just a little too late at this point. What comes out this coming week? Just so we're clear, I believe it's If. Is there anything else besides If coming out? If. Thank you. Oh no, it's not If. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Wait, it says Tarot's coming out this week, right? No, okay. No, sorry, Tarot. 1 second. I could have swore Tarot was coming out this week. Now, granted, maybe where I'm going to is a little out of date, so maybe it did come out. Yeah, Tarot's out right now. I don't know. Whatever. And I liked the concept of Tarot. You're playing with tarot cards, but the rules you don't play with someone else's deck, and it's like, obviously it's possessed or whatever. So the cards are manifesting as like demons that are killing the what do I call it? Not prophet. The prophet is the one telling the prophecy or telling the prediction, seeing the future. What is that? The prophesized? I guess that's what they are. Prophesied. I think it's prophesized. Killing the prophesized. Let's see. And then, yeah, Kingdom of the Planet Apes next week. If comes out the 17th of May. That's what it is. Along with Strangers Chapter 1, which I will not be at because I don't give a shit. I do not care about those films. There are horror films I go see and the horror films I don't see, obviously. Terror was one I was kind of interested in. Actually, the one I was really interested in was Arcadian, but there wasn't a showing at our theater the week it came out. And then, like, a few days later, there was, and I just didn't get around to seeing it. Because a lot of people were like, the creature design's really cool. It's like, damn it, I want to see that. And then, obviously, I'll definitely be at Furiosa. I will be at the Garfield movie, because I have a viewer who likes me to see the animated stuff. Beyond that, though, there's not much else to not much. I mean, that's still a lot, but still, we're not really going to be heading into the real big summer movie stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kingdom of the Planet Apes and Furiosa are going to be very big. But what I mean is, you got Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Inside Out 2, Quiet Place, and that's just June. Then Despicable Me 4. You got Twisters, Deadpool, Wolverine. That's not your big money maker of the entire summer. I don't know what is. I digress, though. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share. Man, my speech has been very jumbled lately. I'm not concerned per se. I'm more annoyed. Maybe it was that second bout of COVID that did it. Yeah, I mentioned this. I got COVID, and this was like early in the year, but I got COVID a second time. So maybe that messed with the wires in my brain or something. I also got bit by a tick. Maybe I got Lyme disease. As far as I can tell, I'm good on that. But I did get bit by, I'm not joking, I did get bit by a tick last week. And there was a little bit of a ring, but I looked into it. So far, I'm not showing any symptoms whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure I dodged a bullet. But apparently one of the symptoms of Lyme disease is there is some like mental cognitive dysfunction. So I don't know, who knows? But I mean, I feel fine mentally overall. It's just for some reason my brain and my mouth can't seem to sync up very well right now. And I think, again, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I had speech and pronunciation issues as a kid, and I learned to control it, but over like the last 5 years or so, it's kind of dipped a little bit. So I think I need to kind of start not going to speech therapy, but start doing the exercises I used to do in order to control that. Learn to slow my speech down a little bit again, which I'm still practicing and the problem is I gotta be aware of the fact I'm doing that. Because if I'm not, I have to be consciously aware. Like what I'm doing right now, I got to be consciously aware of how fast I am talking so I can pronounce my words without slurring them, so I'm not running over words, so I'm not picking the wrong word out of my head when I'm trying to speak. And to be consciously aware of that 24/7, well, obviously you sleep at least 8 hours a day, unless you don't sleep at all, or you sleep more than that. But I'm got to be conscious of that in my waking hours. So it's something where I gotta like put I'm doing it right now. I gotta put a certain percentage of my awareness towards my speech and my speech patterns, and that's not easy all the time, especially when you gotta talk for a living. Like I am at the register at work a lot of time. I have to interface and interact with the customer. This is turned into a TED talk now. By the way, what you saw right there, like a few frames back, where I said something along the lines of something. Well, how did I put it? I could go back and find it, but I'm not going to do that. Where I said something along the lines of what I'm trying to do, and then I immediately said the word "do" again. It's because I had just previously used the word "do," and it matched similar to the word I was trying to say. Not in terms of how it sounds per se, but in terms of the meaning of the word. Function, do, proceed, go, whatever. All those words can have a similar meaning in terms of how you use them. And so I think partly my brain's connecting those words. I know partly it's called aphasia. As far as I know, I don't have aphasia. I can still read. I can obviously still talk more or less eloquently when I'm trying to. So I think it's more just my mind and my mouth, especially when I'm getting excited about something I'm talking about, aren't syncing up very well. But anyway, that's my TED Talk. Thanks a lot. If you have speech issues, put it in the comments below, and I will refer you to my butt. But no, seriously, a lot of people have that issue, and it just takes practice and time, especially if my throat feels like I've been talking for a while. Like right now, my throat, I can still talk. I'm gonna pre-record my what if after this. But I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a little bit of, let's call it strain on the vocal cords. Nothing's sore, nothing's going to get damaged. But I can feel that I've been talking for a little bit now, because I just did also the Who Would Win, which went about 10 minutes. So I've been talking for about 30 minutes now, more or less straight. And ever since I did the Q&A, my voice has felt a little bit more taxed. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, talking for an hour is not easy. I miss when Mark and me were doing it together. Of course, then the Q&A lasted for God knows how long. So anyway, I digress. I should go back and rewatch some of our Q&As. Anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys for the next one.